Hi, welcome to this episode of the Keto Vegan Podcast. Today I talk to Heidi from a company called Heylo. Find out about how she started the company, what it sells, what her mission statement is, her heart for it, her passion for it. Now, because I've just moved, the internet connection wasn't great. And so I start here in this room, and then I end up sitting on the floor next to my router because my router comes in upstairs at the front of the house. Where I'm based here is near the middle of the house because I've got an extension that side. And it was in and it was out. So I end up in basically, look, I've got this aesthetically pleasing background and I end up sitting by my stairs and there's this wooden banister going across. So there we are. Sorry about that. Enjoy the episode. There's lots of links underneath to Heylo, about the information and so on as well. So do look at the show notes to find out more. Enjoy the episode. Okay, anyway, sorry about that. Hi, it's really good to see you. Thank you so much for doing this.
You're welcome.
I had one of your bagels yesterday. It was lovely.
Oh, you enjoyed it?
Yeah, and the bread. It's just such a good go-to. So I've got a few questions that I want to ask you about your business. How did this all start?
So I founded Heylo over 2 years ago, and we are a low-carb, healthier food brand.
Yeah.
So for foods that you don't want to compromise, foods that you can't live without, we make them for low-carb and keto customers.
So how did that start? Are you keto?
So basically, it started because I've always struggled with my weight. Like ever since I've been like 17, I'm the era of like Weight Watchers, Slimming World. I've yo-yo dieted.
Yeah.
And when COVID came around, my best friend, her daughter followed a keto diet for epileptic reasons, for medical reasons. But my best friend was also following keto, and she saw that, she lost weight, she felt better. And I was going through a bit of a rough time at the time. I'd put weight on, I felt sluggish. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna do keto. So I just started doing keto. My other half started doing it, and it was fantastic. And within 8 weeks, I'd lost a stone. I felt
fabulous.
better.
Fabulous.
I wasn't having sugar crashes. But for me, I really struggled to maintain keto because it's quite a strict lifestyle. And I was like, there's no bread, there's nothing I can have on the go. And I just thought, you know what? Let me see if we can start to, create some bread. So started making some bread at home, and then create some recipes, and then just built it into the brand that it is now.
Yeah, so I've tried to make keto bread. One of my episodes is on making keto bread, and I swore never again. It was horrible. So were you using eggs to help? Because I'm vegan as well, so I can't use eggs. I use egg replacement stuff. So were you at the beginning, because you do bread without, which is vegan, okay? So did you start by making keto bread with eggs in as well? Because that's obviously going to be very different to without eggs.
Yeah, so definitely. So our light to white actually contains egg. So our light to white bread does contain egg to give us that, that white flavor and texture.
Yeah.
And then the seeded range, like you said, doesn't contain egg. So yeah, there was lots of different recipe developments. For me, it's about, I wanted to have something that was as close to real bread as possible. Otherwise, I won't maintain my lifestyle. I won't, living low carb for me is fantastic. It makes me feel in control. It helps me with my weight. It helps me with my health. But I'll only do that if I've got substitutes, if I've got products that I think are just as good as the real thing. And that is the foundation of Heylo. Like every product that we launch, it has to taste as close to the real thing as possible, because otherwise you don't want to eat something and just eat it for eating's sake. You want to look forward to lunch. You want to look forward to breakfast. You want to have fun. Just because you're choosing a healthier lifestyle, why should you miss out on flavor and taste?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and then, so you obviously started sort of playing around with your own ideas for breads and whatever you were making then. So the first sort of carby thing that I made years ago when I wasn't a vegan was and it is actually a vegan recipe, is the seed crackers. And I've bought some of those through your website as well. They the Alina, no, what are they called? The
Alina,
little yes,
so
Alina
that's another brand that we sell.
Yeah. So I sort of had those. I thought those were really great. But what I found, because I've struggled with my weight all my life as well, not since way before I was 17. And again, like you, Weight Watchers, Slimming World, the cabbage soup diet Do you
Yeah,
remember that
Heylo
one?
sequencing. Yeah, the
Oh
quick
my God.
fixes. Yeah,
And the fat loss for idiots. So it's like you're depriving yourself for 11 days, but you lose shed loads of weight.
yeah. But it's
Anyway, but
soul
then it all just
destroying.
no, it's not you can't maintain it.
Yeah,
But I really like those. But what I found was because I think I'm actually a food addict. Because it was so nice, I put cheese on it and cream cheese, and I had to stop making them because I would overeat.
yeah.
So I have to be really careful. So when I had one of your bagels yesterday, I had a whole one, and I thought afterwards actually I should have just had half. So I toasted it. I put the vegan Violife cream cheese on, which is lovely, and I put some This Isn't Bacon on it as well, and it was
Nice.
so lovely, so lovely. So next one I'm actually going to only have half at a time,
Yeah,
because my digestion's so slow um, as well, which doesn't help, does it? When you're trying to lose weight, you want a really rapid digestion. But then obviously, if we had a rapid digestion, we wouldn't have the problem of
yeah,
trying to lose weight. Anyway,
yeah.
that's it. Okay, so that's so good that lockdown, COVID got you actually to this place where you've started this business. And you say you started it a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so Heylo, we just turned two. So the 1st of April, we turned two. So we're just into our 3rd year of business.
Wow. I mean, tell me, you must have a factory or a massive kitchen and loads of people baking for you. Tell me
So,
about the logistics of that.
so yeah, we have like a BRC bakery where we bake the product in.
Yeah.
So because we also we sell to HelloFresh, so Green Chef. So
Oh,
you can find
nice.
our bagels and our rolls
Right.
as an add-on for Green Chef. And yeah, we've just got a fantastic bakery team, and then the granola. We don't make that
Yes,
in
I
house.
bought some of that, but I haven't ate it
Oh,
yet. I haven't eaten it.
right.
Yeah, I'm looking
Okay.
for,
Oh,
I forgot
fantastic.
about that.
Yeah. So the granola, again, like we're very careful with like the partners that we choose. So for granola, we can't make that in house. So we've got a fantastic manufacturing partner that creates the granola for us. And then there's lots of other products in our MPD pipeline. New product development that our customers are asking us for, like
Yeah.
wraps.
Yes,
Platforms,
please.
yeah, crumpets. So it's all about finding the right partners that can help us bring these products
Yes.
to life, and they have to meet the Heylo criteria, which is taste, taste, and taste. We
Yeah.
have to know it's going to taste amazing. We have to know it's going to be low carb, and we have to trust the nutritionals. So all of our products are thoroughly tested in laboratories. The nutritionals on the back of the packet, they're tested all the time because we know how important that is for our customers.
And so quite a few of your products are vegan. What's made you go? Because I would imagine it's easier to make these things with egg or milk or
Yeah.
something like that. What's made you go down the vegan route a little bit as well?
To be 100% honest, it's about the taste and the texture. So,
Okay.
egg can be great, but it can also make it too dense. It can make it too
Yes.
sticky. So if we can find replacements and we feel that the texture is the closest thing to bread, then we don't need the egg. Whereas obviously in our light to white products, there is egg in there because
Yeah.
it gives us that sponginess of the white of the fluffiness of the white bread.
Yes. I do miss that a little bit, but having your products, and I've also tried that something eight company as well. What's
Yeah,
that?
keep it 8, yeah.
Yeah. And I actually prefer yours, okay?
Thank you.
So tell me, I mean, you're sitting here, we're having a chat, you're 2 and a bit years old now, your company, but actually, where are you based?
In Leeds.
Oh, okay, all right. So that's UK Leeds. I've got listeners all over the world. And are you going to go international at some point? I know that's probably a question for later on in the chat, but
Oh no, 100%. I would absolutely love
excellent.
to. Like my background before setting up Heylo was international sales and marketing.
Oh,
Totally
fabulous.
different. Yeah, for pillows and duvets and ceramic tiles,
Wow.
nothing to do with food. So
Yeah.
I absolutely love traveling, and there's a huge demand internationally as well.
Yes, there is. It's
But for
massive in
me,
Australia. It's massive in America.
yeah, yeah. But for me, there's so much scope in the UK, and we're so short of product in the UK
Yes.
that
Yeah.
I just love to help people. So for us, if we
Yeah.
can really help our UK audience first, make sure that we've got every product that they can't live without, that they're satisfied, they have the products that they need, and then potentially we could look at maybe the European market as a
Yeah.
next stage.
Yeah, that's great. That's really good. So, with setting up your business, you mentioned that your partner as well. So, what support have you had through this whole process? Emotional support, sort of keeping you going, not making sure that you haven't given up when things have got tough.
It's been the hardest thing I've ever done. So
I don't doubt it.
I've never ran my own business before. I thought, 6 months it'll be easy, just have product, people will come buy it. There's been a lot of learnings. I've made a lot of mistakes, but emotional support has come from a really strong network of my friends
Yeah.
and my other half, Marcus. He's nothing to do with food. He's a train driver, but he has been, my cheerleader. He's been the one that's backed me. He's the
Fabulous.
one that's, plowed all the money into it so that I can make it work. The days that I doubt myself, the days that things go wrong, he's always there to just show me that I can do it. And I'm naturally somebody that's quite tenacious and quite stubborn. So, I'll always dust myself off and just start again the next day. And then our
Yeah.
community, like the community we built. So we've got a private Facebook group.
Yes, I'm part of
Um,
it. Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
And honestly, the community in there is just amazing. Like when things don't work, when things go wrong, we're really honest, but we get such support. Like people understand that we're a brand, we're a small business,
Yes.
but we're trying to help. So
Yeah.
the community really helped me go in. When we get messages from customers that, say that our product's life changing, game changing,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
their daughter's managed to regulate, their blood glucose levels, or she's managed to have toast for the first time in years,
Yeah.
that is, you can't buy that. Like,
No.
that Heylo can help on someone's journey is just outstanding.
Yeah. Yeah. And also what I've heard a lot about the keto diet, I didn't know this until I started doing the podcast, is that for the mental health as well and other
Yeah,
physical things. So it can be such, it can make so much difference as
yeah.
well.
Well,
So
even being overweight, feeling overweight in yourself, the effect that has on your mental health, that you feel like you're letting yourself down.
I
Or
know.
for me, it's all about like, oh God, I'm going to start another diet. And that's the thing, like
Yeah.
for me, low carb keto, it's not a diet, it's a way of life. Like
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
live low carb now because keto is too strict for me,
Yeah.
but low carb is a way of life, and it's the one thing that helps me stay grounded, like helps me feel like I'm in control, like I'm being healthy, I'm in control, it's maintainable, and it's not, it's not horrible. Like I'm not enjoying, I just don't think about it anymore because I've got all these products that I can just live a normal life.
Yes, absolutely. So since I've bought your product, which was it's before I moved, and then I put them in the freezer, and actually they freeze really well.
Yeah.
As you say on your website. So it's about a month ago, but your marketing is really good. You're very so the emails from Heidi come all the time. Okay, so so your
A little
marketing.
bit worried that it might come too much. And again, we're testing, we're
Oh,
testing,
okay.
learning, so if we're always asking our customers, if you think we're emailing too much, just tell us, and we won't email too much. Or we do like polls in the Facebook group to ask what would
Yeah.
customers love to hear about and things like that.
Okay, that's really good. So you're still very in the initial stages, as you know, and this is, it's such, you're going to be massive, aren't you? I mean, it's just going to
I don't
go.
know, but let's hope so.
You need a bigger factory and a much bigger staff.
Yeah.
Um, so and so it has been a bit of an emotional battle as well. But how does it feel now, sitting where you are, 2 and a bit years old? Um, how big is the company, would you say? What kind of size is it?
I'd say, well, we do over like 10,000 orders a month. So,
That's
it's,
a fair size, isn't it?
yeah, it's a fair size for us, but there's so much more potential. There's so much
Yeah.
more scope, and it's obviously there's the business side. So obviously we want to grow, because the more we grow, the more revenue we bring in means we can bring
Yes.
more products. But there's also the fundamental part of it is, I just want to spread the word. Like I want as many people to know that even just a small change, like just having Heylo for your breakfast, nothing else in the day, just change what you have for breakfast, can have such benefits to your health.
Yeah.
And that's the movement that we want to create, that help people understand low carb living. And you don't have to have it's great if you every meal is low carb, but if you don't know where to start and you just make one small change, who
Mm,
knows where you could end up. And
yeah.
that's the real driving force behind Heylo and the team, is what we just want everybody to feel as good as they can.
That's that's such a passion. And you can so easily tell that that's exactly where your heart is. That's so
Oh, thank
good.
you.
It really is. Is there anything else about the business that you want to share before I ask like just a couple more questions?
No, just that we just love what we're doing. We've got an amazing, customer support base. Like our customers, they're basically like family. Like we've got true
Yeah.
fans now. Like I can't tell you what it means to me when, you know, somebody says something on Facebook that, you know, might be like, oh, you know, Heylo's too expensive. We know it's expensive, but we're a small business. We use, you know, premium ingredients. And then our customers will jump on and say, but it's worth it. You know, you're not going to find a better product, or it's made me feel fantastic. And, you
Yeah.
know, or it's the same price as a cappuccino for Starbucks, but it lasts you the whole week. It's, you know,
Yes.
that community feel that we're building as a brand is just is fantastic. And I'd love our customers to know how much that spurs us on as well as a team.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, it must be so encouraging. Yeah,
It is,
that's a
especially on
big
the days when things
community.
don't work, you know, when the
Yeah.
baking mix doesn't work, or the packaging hasn't arrived, or, you know, something's gone
Oh
wrong with the
God.
forklift truck and we can't get the orders out in time. Like, all that
Oh
kind of
God.
stuff just day to day that we, you know, we just keep going and we don't, you know, shout about. When we
Yeah.
see amazing comments from the customers, it just gives us that positive feedback.
How lovely that is as well. And it's down to you as well, having built that community as well. So you've got that network as well on sort of
Yeah.
Facebook. Are you on Instagram as well, or is Facebook the
Yeah,
main
we're
one?
we're on
Mm.
Instagram, but funnily enough, we just don't get as much traction on Instagram as we do on Facebook. But we've just did a big survey with all our customers, so that's really helping us understand. You know, it looks like the customers that are more keto customers like prefer Instagram to Facebook. So all those
Oh,
learnings
okay.
we're having now is really going to help us how we communicate to our audience. And,
Yeah,
you know, if you're low carb, you might not want to hear about keto. So it's going to make it more special for our customers as well, because we can target what we talk about to make sure
excellent.
that they're genuinely interested, not just swiping all the time saying, well, I don't need to, I'm not interested. Like, we want to excite customers, not just with our product, but with our information that we can share.
Then the last question that I want to ask you is what would you say is the lesson that you've learnt from all of this, from this journey to where you are now? What is the thing that you've learnt most about yourself?
I would say that mindset is everything. So if you wake up every day and you have a negative mindset, then you're going to feel the whole day that, you know, nothing's possible.
Mm,
Whereas no matter how hard it is, if you try and find something positive in that day, and if you take action, literally just one tiny step, just do one thing off your list, then you'll start to feel more in control again. And then you'll start to feel like you can achieve the goals for the day.
that's lovely. That's perfect. I love that. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. It was really good to meet you. And let me know when you go international, when you go to Europe, and I'll tell the listeners as as well.
Yeah, 100%.
Those that are in Europe, I'll let them know. But might not be for another year or so, or 6 months.
I'd say give us 12 months. We've still got to get
Okay.
wraps and crumpets and croissants out the door to the UK.
Yeah.
Otherwise, my customers will kill me.
No. I do hope you enjoyed that episode. I'm sorry about the quality of the call. Zoom was playing me up, and the last part of the interview was completely missed off. But we will have another chat with Heidi again. Her marketing is excellent. It's very personal. I would certainly recommend, if you can and you're in the UK, order some of her products. As vegan keto breads go, they are the best I've tried. I have tried a few, and as you know, I've made my own, which was disastrous. What passion she has. Thank you for listening. Thank you for getting this far. Tune in next week to find out what I'm doing. See you again.